everyone. I zoned out. I kind of forgot my starting soon screen was up. So it's been up for a couple minutes longer than I intended, but that's okay. Hope everyone's doing well. As I continue to be extremely distracted. Typing. Okay. This should be fine. This should be good, even. Now, today we are going to finally continue, for the first time in months probably, the little how to draw series that I was doing, where I'm starting on the process of making a Vtuber model from the very beginning to the very end. The first stream was mostly about sketching it out, figuring out what you wanted, and even some tips on how to do some really basic, just super simple sketch stuff to just, like, if you don't want to draw it yourself, stuff that you could send to the artist so that they would have a general idea of what you wanted. You can be really basic, like, even with, like, stick figures. As long as you get a general idea of, like, what you want for your character, maybe, like, include some pictures or something of the types of outfits that you like or would like for your model. That was stream number 1. Stream number 2, we worked on the face, like the brows, the lashes, the eyes, the mouth, blah, 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 blah. Now, today, I think we're going to move on to the hair and possibly other parts of the body, but do I do the hair first or do I do the hair last? Questions. Perhaps I do the hair last. I usually try to do the body first anyways. That's my own personal preference for how to do things. Anyways, hello there. I have too many sound thingies in my little audio bar. Oh well. I don't need that attention. I'm fine. Anyway. I saw that before I heard it. Hello, Joey. Just working on my little project here. My little bean. So what we were gonna do is, we were gonna do the... yeah. You can't always surprise me! Oh yeah, hello. I hope you're having a wonderful day so far. Where's my sketch player? I need to turn that off for a second so I can grab this color right now. Ah! It got slow. I'm gonna just give it a second. It'll sort its life out. Oh, it sorted its life out. Chotto mate nande. Ah! You're correct. Ah, why is it Minecraft? Oh, thank you, Joey. I had no idea I'd forgotten to change my category. God dang it. I should have caught it, because at the beginning it's like, hey, this is the category they're streaming. Now I feel dumb. Oh, silly me. That's okay. It's fine now. That never happened. No one's gonna see the Minecraft stream and wonder what's happening. The only thing is, I'm afraid when I highlight it, it's gonna be highlighted as a Minecraft stream. That would be awful. Anyways. This is what we have so far. We have the horns. We have the face. Mouth, nose, ears, etc. I didn't do any earrings because I didn't want to do anything complicated. And now, you can see here, I kept the layer where I did the basic outline of the body, so I can figure out where everything goes. Because you still want to be able to see where everything goes, because, well, let's face it, I'm insane. I draw the entire body underneath the clothes. That's not necessarily necessary, but I do that. personal preference, you know? It's always down to personal preference. But yeah, I think today we're gonna work on the rest of the body here. Did I do something with the feetses? It'd be nice if I could do something cute with the feetses. Like, do I want those to be boots, or do I want the toes sticking out of them? Like the open-toed boots, because sometimes those are cute. But I'm not the most confident at drawing toes. It's okay. Let me see. Let me look at my references. What was the vibe I had going for this character? Oh, well, those boats are cute. Might change the boot design, because this is cute, the thing that I'm looking at for reference. Tired. Okay. Of course, you have all your references. Very important for the drawing process. You always want to have easy access references so that you could just bop in and go, ah, yes, this is exactly what I wanted. I have so many Batwing references. Oh, there's the little teeny beanie. Good, good. I see. Okay, now. Hello? Oh, it's decided to be weird. Hold on. Hello! Hello! Welcome to my stream. As you can see, I am working on project. To get this line art layer up, as usual, using the vector layers. See where the shoulders come in here. I swear I grabbed a color. Why did it not save that? Grab. Thank you. Much better. Got that symmetry ruler on, so I don't have to worry about that. Looks quite cool so far? I'm glad you think so. I need to shove everything into one folder, though, so I could easily toggle the opacity here. If not, it's going to be a nuisance. That into one big folder so I could just... There we go. Now, what I've been doing recently is, of course, I've been doing the torso or whatever. Wow, that's a very small brush. Also, the wrong pen. Well, everyone makes mistakes. That's cool. See this? Not high up enough. I appear to have made a mistake. Okay, can I just... Well, no, that's not what I wanted. No, I want all of you. Well, I do have a little bit of... I kind of fudged it a little bit on the ends here. See how it's curving up? We don't want it to curve up like that. We're just going to trim some of that off. A little bit more. There we go. That's a good start. Now, I'm not gonna full connect it. I am gonna, like, do that, though. Ooh, wait, no, not quite. A lot of the art process is very trial and error. A lot of very just kind of, like, eyeballing it and going, does this look good? Which, in this case, the answer is white. It's a little bit funky, but this is better already, right? This is better. I'm gonna do the collarbone on a separate layer. Will the collarbone be visible? No. I'm still doing it, though. I don't quite like how I drew it here, though. Ooh, do I want the collarbone to be that pronounced, though? That's a bit much. I want it to be a little less pronounced. You know, that's probably identical to the first one I drew, but psychological. Okay. Now, we are going to have to do a little wibble-de-wonk thing when we transfer into the arms, because obviously the arms being wings are going to be a bit more scaled than anything else. So I'm going to have to kind of like do a transition between the torso and the arm area. So that it matches up. Now let's make another layer, and this is going to be the layer for... That's my eraser. Whoops. Okay. This is going to be the layer for... this booba. No. Put it out a little bit more. Do I want it out a little bit more? Ooh. That moment when you forget how booba work. Okay, it's okay. It's fine. Oh my goodness. I'll figure it out. Don't even worry about it. Don't even worry about it. For a slender, sort of more flat build of a character, this looks better. Better than it was, at least. Okay. Take 53. Armpits. Do we have to do that? Maybe not, but I'm gonna. Okay, I do kind of want to... Bibberty bibberty. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna bring that in a little bit. It's a little bit wonky now, but it will look better in the end, I'm sure. Now, one thing that I've started doing, which is a little bit of an oddity, I've never seen other people do this, I've started making the shoulders a separate layer. I've literally seen no one else do this. So I don't know why I do, but... it's fun. You gotta keep in mind, I have this labeled as a tutorial, but what that really means is I'm gonna ramble on about my process, and I think a good 50% of it is just gonna be me saying I don't know why I do this because I've never seen anyone else do it. I kind of taught myself art, and it is both a blessing and a curse. I don't really have like a proper foundation for how to like explain what I'm doing. It's kind of just all random thought pops into brain, says do this, so I do type situation. But now when it comes to basic stuff, when it's like just the general structure of how you draw a face, I got that down. I can teach that. Mostly. Okay, so for shoulder. That's absolutely not. That did nothing. Shoulder. Try that again. Shoulder. That's a bit pointy. You gotta be ready to draw several lines over and over. No, absolutely. Nope. Nope. Oh, ooh. Keep that one. Keep that one. That one's a good one. That's a good line. Good line. Now. I think this one's the main. Yes, that one's the main. I'm gonna do this for no particular reason. There's literally no reason. I saw something that looked like lines there once, and then I just decided to do that from that point forward. I will say, you can learn a lot just by observing things that other people do. It's a very good way to learn. So I actually watched a lot of art streams, probably when I was about, Oh gosh, how old was I? Like, I want to say 18 or 19? 18 or 19, I watched a lot of drawing streams, mostly by the same person. They were very helpful. They weren't meant to be helpful, they were just meant to be pretty artwork, but you know, you could learn from anything. Why do you think people sit around watching fruit? They want to paint them fruit bowls. Oh no, that's too fragile. Okay, that works. Now, probably gonna have to turn off the symmetry ruler to do the belly button. Which actually might be lower than I thought. Yeah, you know what? No, we don't even have to worry about the belly button right now. By the way, because this is technically a tutorial stream, if anybody has any questions at all while I'm working, totally feel free to ask. I'll answer anything I can to the best of my ability in order to help y'all out. If you were doing this since the first 2 streams, if you want to follow along, you can feel free. If not, that's totally fine. Why are there red lines? Oh, that's just the box. I was confused because I was looking, where is it? I can't see my mouse on the screen, so I can't really tell where generally it's at. But, there's like this thing. Oh, you can see my mouse here now. The box. I saw the box here, and I couldn't tell what it was, and I was like, why is there a box there? I got really confused. Hold on. I'm trying. Out my way. Ah! 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 Okay. Okay, panic. I closed the program. I closed the program by accident. Please God, no, my progress. What are the odds? Yeah, what are the odds of that? Ah! This is fine. The program's loading. What are we doing now, program? Please let me in. Where's my way? Ah! Hold on. It's gone. It's all gone. Hold on. Get out. Be zen. I know there's a file. I know there's a folder with temporary files. I just gotta figure out where it saves to. Hold on. Okay, hold on. Oh, I don't know if it's gonna be here. Oh, okay. We're trying really hard to recover this right now because that was almost 30 minutes of work right there that I just lost. And I don't know why, because I've been saving, so I'm confused. Why my progress just isn't there. But we're gonna try and get a recovered file because sometimes Clip Studio will save temp files, and I'm hoping that in this case it did, and that I can recover one of these temp files. Oh god, where would it be? I'm loving not knowing where it's at. It's great. Maybe in here? Yeah, no, it's not in there. How about in here, friend? Oh, well, we're not in there either. What are you saved under, dude? This? That doesn't sound right, because that's 1.5. Oh, hold on. Maybe I can find it this way. Hold on. The gear. Get out of the way. I have to move chat. I have to move chat so I can see. Okay, gear. Maintenance menu. Open folder with Clip Studio Paint backup data. Okay. Initial backup. Is that all I have? This might be bad. This last save that they have me at happened at 3:02. That's not good. Oh, that's not good. Did I really just lose 30 minutes of work? Shit. Oh, I don't usually cuss, but fuck. Oh, this is fucking awful. Damn it. Fuck. Oh, I can't believe I lost all my fucking progress. God damn it. Fuck. Alright, well, we're 30 minutes into a fucked stream. Alright, I'll have to edit this portion out when I upload this to YouTube, because... Wow, that's awful. Yeah, so we lost all of our work for the last 30 minutes. And now I have to start over. Hold on. I'm trying to figure out how to activate this autosave thing because they said there's an autosave feature and I don't want this to happen again, so I'm trying to figure out how to activate it. Okay, how do I activate this autosave feature? Yeah, I'm staring at a white screen right now. Well, this isn't necessarily helpful now, is it? Okay, let me see. Let me see. Let me take a look. File preferences. Auto recovery. I don't see that option. I don't see the auto recovery option. File? File? File. Enable canvas recovery. Save recovery data every 15 minutes. Wait, if that's enabled, how did I lose my progress for the last 30 minutes? It should have saved every 15 minutes. I'm so confused. What? Okay, well, I'm just gonna set it up to autosave every 10 minutes because apparently 15 minutes was not enough. All right. Well, let's start this over again. Hello, everyone. I'm Ryu. Welcome to my art tutorial. We definitely didn't just lose 30 minutes of progress, and today I'm gonna be working on drawing the rest of the body for this model. Okay, so first things first, I need to do the thing that I definitely didn't already do, where I move everything into a folder to make it so that I can change the opacity of everything all at once. See? Isn't that nice and convenient? Save. Anyways, and let's see here. So I saved this other sketch so that, as you can see, I can see what it looks like underneath the clothes. It's a very important process to, like, in your mind, remember. Not everyone draws the entire body underneath all the clothes, but I do because I'm insane. You don't have to do that. Just, you know, the parts that would need to move, though, that you would have to have separate, like the arms, for example, you would have to keep those separate because if not, it's not gonna rig very well. Let me change the opacity of the clothes a bit more so we can focus more on the body underneath that. Okay. First thing we're going to work on is the torso. I need a color grab. I forgot for a few seconds what I was doing. Color grab. We're going to color grab this line because this is the line color we're using. Okay, perfect. Go back down. There we go. Okay, maybe not that down. A little bit less down. Okay. As you can see, we have our symmetry ruler on. That is very important. Hi, Thradix. Welcome. I didn't just lose 30 minutes of work and had to restart everything. How are you doing today? Oh, I need to remember that's the wrong pen. That's the wrong pen. Okay. Nice little connected behind them. Okay, yeah, the neck's connected there. We're good. Also, thank you for the resub. I have no idea what happened to my subscriber notifications. They just don't pop up anymore. It's so odd. We're gonna bring that one in. That line's a little bit wonky. Gonna be a lot of line redrawing for sure in artwork because you're never gonna be satisfied 90% of the time. No, Thradix, it's okay. That absolutely didn't happen. We didn't have to deal with that. That's fine. I set up autosave now, so in theory every 10 minutes this thing will save itself. Even though initially autosave was apparently already activated and it was supposed to save every 15 minutes. And it didn't. Don't know why, but we're just gonna keep on pushing through. Because that's the only thing you can do when things don't happen. Nah, that's too pronounced of a collarbone. Ah, why am I doing that? Why am I zooping down unintentionally? Okay, that's just not enough of a collarbone. Need a little bit more. Zoop. Ugh. That still might be really pronounced, but it'll do for now. Okay. And then we gotta do... Oh, yes. Bubba. Oh, my foot is falling asleep. We just adore it when our foot falls asleep. Wait, I don't think that looks good. I want them to kind of be, like, small. Like, I don't want them to be super... I don't want them to be super big, but at the same time, like, I don't want to look super weird. I feel like that looks odd. Rapidly tapping on my screen isn't gonna help that. I don't know why I did that. Alrighty. Still no. Gonna be a lot of line redrawing. Have to have the perfect... I want a little bit wibbledy wonk, but it's better. Definitely better. So moving on, we're gonna go to the armpits, which I make a separate layer for some weird reason. Not gonna think about it too hard. It's gonna look better when I actually color everything in. I do feel like I need to go in here, though, and kind of correct this, because that doesn't need to curve up, because we're gonna have the armpit. I wish chat could see how far my nose was scrunched up just then. Okay, we're gonna try and move the armpits down just a tad. Oh, that normalizes it a little bit. I still don't like them. Let's just redraw them. It's fine. We're still just doing some line art stuff. It's not too crazy. Haven't leave empty layer. Don't do that to me. Gosh, pop-up scared me. Oh, I'm on the wrong pen again. Note to followers. You will always find yourself on the wrong pen eventually, and when it happens, hopefully you discover it quickly. Okay, so got that. Then we're gonna do a layer for the shoulders, but first we're gonna save. Because this is around the time where things definitely didn't go wrong. Safety saves are important. Now, where did my sketch layer go? Good, there you are. Alright, we're gonna do the shoulders on it. Oh, first try. That was beautiful. Okay. Love to see it. Oh wait, no, we need to go back down to torso for a second, because I do this thing. Just... No! Like me. No, you're too dark now. Yes, I'll go with that. For a second, I forgot what I was doing, but I've remembered. I've recollected the information. Okay. The next step is the midsection. The midsection is going to be right here. Ooh, not vibing with that. If you ever draw something and you're not vibing with it, don't force yourself to keep going. It just won't work. Mentally, you're not going to enjoy it. It needs to come in more, is what it needs to do. It needs to come in more. Okay, I feel like that maybe came in too much. It's manifesting. Slowly. Now, we're not going to worry about the waist right now. Right now, we just need to focus on what we have. Or else we're going to have way too many line art layers. And then we're going to get lost and confused. Can confirm. At least I will. And as your guide on this journey, I can't be getting lost and confused now, can I? Alright, so step 1. Everything goes away. Except for the torso. Torso. Ooh, I forgot what skin color I was doing. Well, this is why we have this. This is why you have the slider. Very important slider. Now, as you can see, it's very difficult to see here. Unless you zoom in, and then it's like, well, okay, I've done something. Am I going to match up to the lines perfectly? Gosh, I would love that. But there's no guarantee you won't have some gaps in the line somewhere. I've learned to just kind of live with it. Now, I do make good where I can, because if I don't have to deal with a mistake, I don't want to deal with a mistake. I am a bit of a perfectionist, after all. And we're gonna try and just kind of like draw around the whole thing and then just paint bucket it because I'm lazy. And being lazy is not a bad thing. As long as you put your efforts into being efficient. Is this the most efficient way? Maybe not. I never said I was bright. Is this more work for less reward? Or is this perhaps the most brilliant thing I could have done? One day I'll know. I need to fix that. I don't like that. I don't like how that's doing. Kind of curving up a little bit. We don't want it to curve up. There we go. Nice and easy. See that right there? Wonderfully easy. Now what we're going to do is we're going to ever so gently, not blend, blur. That's too big of a blur brush. Too big. 50 is good. We're going to ever so gently blur the outer edge of this. So that when the time comes to kind of get the layers interconnected, hopefully it will mesh together better. I have yet to prove this theory. Now, what color is your shadow? Hold on. I'm gonna go with the lighter shadow as opposed to the really dark because I don't know if the really dark is what I want yet. It's nice to do more subtle lighting for certain parts, and I think this is one of those. Ah! See, this would be a circumstance where you would actually go in and lock the layers so you can't paint outside of it. I did not do that at first, because I forgot. But that is alright. Nothing, quick undo can't fix. Okay, so we got this going on. Yeah, I don't want to do too much, but I'm also thinking... Note to self. Do not use art pen to whack side of face. You may hit headphones, and then it makes loud noise. Okay, so I'm thinking... I can... maybe reduce the severity of the... Oh, wow, That's not what we wanted. Hello, friend. Now we're gonna do a nice little blur. Okay, the blur's too small now. Now, I have to do a thing. I have to, however, go in here to do the thing because I have to find the color of the thing. There it is. That's the color we want. I need to look at the blush. As you can see, look how cute the blush is. The reason for this is I usually do... Maybe... No, not enough. Yep, that'll do. Like that. Around the shoulder area. Give it a little bit of a pinky hue. I'll have to do that, of course, for the other parts, such as the shoulder, because the shoulder's going to be overlapping, and if I don't do something, it's going to be a little bit wibble wonk. Ah, my face itches. Okay. Moving on. Actually... I think it would be easier if I did this, actually. Hold on. So what I'm gonna do is... I'm gonna make a separate layer. I'm gonna label it as blush for the shoulders, and then I'm just gonna... do that. And then, we're gonna make a folder, and that folder is gonna be called... Upper Body. I figured it out. For some weird reason, I didn't type several of the letters. Let's try that again. Upper Body, there we go. And then you are gonna go in here, yeah. As you can see, it's underneath now, but if I do that... Ooh. Ah. I do have to do a little bit of fidgeting to make this okay, though. Hello! Try my bestest. A little bit of blur there. A little blur there. A little bit more blur there. And then, I'm gonna clip it, but we're also going to reduce the opacity to about 50% so you can still see the lines through it. But it gives me that pinky hue that I want there. And then I clip it to the layers below, and then I can make sure it's clipped to those layers when I'm doing the actual rigging. But that's for another video. We're not to rigging yet. That's way far in the future. And who knows, some of you might want to draw your model, but might not actually want to rig your model, which is totally understandable. It's a lot of work. It's a whole skill set to learn. Ah. Lots of yawns, lots of yawns. Safety save, though. I don't want... Oh, what? Choto mate, nande? Bar? What? Hello? Huh? What is happening here? Where is this layer? Where is this layer? Why does it keep shrinking? Am I crazy? If I click fit to screen, it doesn't actually do... What? I'm not the only one seeing this, right? Is it only bonk for me, or is it bonk for everyone? Stretch to screen. No, that didn't do anything either. What the heck? Why are we like this? Properties. 1920 by 1080. Please. Fit to my screen like you're supposed to. What is happening here? Refresh? No, it's still small. What? Fit to screen. It's not doing it. What the heck? What the f... This is absurd. Wait, the bigger I zoom it, this... What? Thank you. I think it's fixed. My coffee overlay's not, though. What? Whoa, what? Huh? What? What? I'm here with the scuff part. Okay, what the... What? Why are these two interconnected? What the heck? Let's move this one out of that folder. Maybe moving it out of the folder will help it. Yeah, okay, so moving it out of the folder helped for some reason. And then we're gonna just lock that in. This is the second issue I've had to... What in the... Restrain self. Restrain self. Okay, note to self. You, for some weird reason, can no longer have that in that folder. Okay, that makes no sense. But alright. I'm sorry for all the scuff today, everyone. This was not meant to be like this. I haven't the slightest flying fladoodle why it's doing this to me. So we're gonna try. Everything's locked now. If I put that... Nope. Still can't put that in there. Alright. That was in there before. I don't know why it can't go in there now. I haven't the slightest clue. It makes literally no sense why it can't go in there anymore. But alright. I guess life is just like this. Anyways, moving on. Where was I? God, this video is gonna require so much editing before I could post it anywhere. Alright, so I was doing the weird little blushy thing for the shoulders. And then, oh yes, I have to merge the line layer together with the color for the torso. I'm not touching anything. I'm not touching anything. I'm not touching anything. Clip Studio, I'm not touching anything, I swear. Okay. Save, 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 save. Yeah, it's been a wild time today. The art program really is just kind of like not liking me in general, but we're slowly pushing through this. We're gonna make it through. Okay. So this one, this layer here, we want it to be... For now, we'll just move it beneath everything. So I can already see a problem here. This is an issue I had not foreseen. As you can see, sometimes things will happen where things don't line up correctly. That is an easy fix. It just requires me to undo a little bit of stuff that I've done. Yeah, okay, so I need this to be a little bit more... Like, I need it to be less... A little bit less shading, but... Oh my god, why are we like this every time I right-click? Please. Okay, my hand's off the mouse, Clip Studio, please. Thank you. Yeah, after me accidentally closing the program by double-clicking for some reason, I just don't want to click any extra times anymore. Okay, so we're gonna move this down beneath everything. See? There we go. See, that looks much better. Does it still need to be adjusted? Absolutely. I can see where it's wrong. Maybe just take the whole neck layer and just move the whole thing down like that. Yeah. Except for maybe the shade. Maybe we keep the shade up. Yeah.
Life isn't quite what I thought I'd be when I was a kid on VOIP. I thought when I get older I'd marry her. I told her.
Okay, the next one was the collarbone. It's a weird thing to have a separate layer for, but I do that. Anyways, I know it's a little bit late, but Mandy, I hope you've been having a wonderful time today. Oh, why does this look so jagged? I don't like how jagged it is. Let's fix that. I'm not gonna say that's an improvement. In fact, quite the opposite, in my opinion. It's not much of an... It's getting progressively worse. This is what the undo button is for, everyone. Nice, easy undo button. That looks less jagged. I like that. We're gonna fudge it. Okay. That's better. There we go. Still not the most fond of them, but it'll do. Okay, this is gonna take a little bit of finagling, if you will.
Click away from insane. I just think that I deserve a little bit of what I earned. I'm not gonna make another scene. The one I made when I was 23 means I'm not allowed in Disney World.
Very light shading for the collarbone area.
He's in your bed and I'm in your Twitch chat.
Very simplistic.
I got the key and he's just a doormat.
I don't know if I like the shading being that dark, actually. Let's reduce the opacity a little bit. That might be too soft. A nice solid. Yeah. Already now, I have a new layer to work on, and it is... We're gonna do the armpits first. Why did I turn off the shoulders? That was an interesting choice I made. Okay. Now for the pits. I can't see what I'm doing. This is fine. Now, I don't think I'm gonna blur the outside edges that much. I do kind of want to give them a little bit of a blur, but not too much, because one time I did give them a lot, and then it just didn't work out very well. So, very soft outer edges. Here we go. All we're gonna need in this situation. Armpits are going to go above the torso but below the collarbone because I feel like that's the base, the best place for them. Now. I'm going to do the shoulders next. Based. Now, unlike the armpits, I believe the shoulders will need a little bit of shading to help them blend in with everything else. This is how we're gonna do the shoulders. Just like the last one, very gentle outer shading, not shading, blurring. Now, let's turn back on the Because as you can see, this happens. It's not necessarily the best. So what we're going to do is we're going to go in here, we're going to lock our layer. See, we're doing work. We're working. Okay. Probably should focus a little bit on something else that needs to be done here, which is separation of the layers. Your left shoulder and your right shoulder and your left armpit and your right armpit gonna have to be different layers, or else it's not gonna work. You can also choose to just not do those layers, because I do them because I'm extra. But if you do these layers and you want to separate them, remember you're going to be labeling them left and right. The ones that you see on the right are actually going to be that character's left. So you are going to want to label this side that is circled here as the left side. As far as I'm aware, you don't need to separate the torso at all. I've never seen anyone do it. It would be interesting if someone does. We're gonna hide all that because the next step is... Ibupa. Oh, why did I put that in all capital letters? That's gonna look weird. Real quick, though. Safety save. Paranoia. Beautiful. We love it. Okay. Now we need to color the booba. Wow, look how just utterly difficult that is to see. Just gonna do that. That's a good enough shape. Same thing as usual, we're gonna gently blur the outsides, even though it's not necessary, but... Gently blur the bottom. Now the question here is, do I shade or do I not shade? It's completely optional. I am going to do a little bit of shading. But the main thing is, we are going to cover it up afterwards, or at least I am going to cover it up afterwards. Do a little bit of a... Oh. Actually, no, I don't. I want to do a little bit of a boop instead. Lighten it instead of darken it. Lighten it a bit in that area. Yeah, there we go. That makes more sense to me for some reason. Now, here's the thing that I said we were going to do. I'm actually going to include scales. I gotta shift. Remember, your comfort is key unless it sacrifices your back, in which case you don't do that. You gotta be comfy, but not at the cost of your body. Now, I'm thinking... Okay, let's merge the line with the layer below. We're gonna make a new layer. We're gonna label it bra, but that's not exactly what it is. So I'm gonna go and I'm gonna find a nice kind of soft pinky color, kind of like how you could see up here. Something like that, but maybe a little bit more vibrant. Actually, we can start with this as a default. That's not a problem. Go grab my... I've realized something tragic. I had a spray brush that I made specifically for when I do scales. But that spray brush is gone now because I switched some things around and now it's gone. But that's okay, not everyone has defaults for this. So what I use is essentially, I use like a brush for spots. Obviously, if you're gonna like look at this, right? That's nothing. That doesn't do anything. So you're gonna have to fidget with the parameters a little. I'm actually gonna make it a little bit darker or vibrant. And we're gonna have to change the particle size is what you're looking for. I'm gonna start with 30, work my way from there, see if 30 is big enough. Okay, so 30 is probably big enough, looking at this, just in general. So 30 is probably a big enough particle, but that's not good enough. That's not all we want to do. There's also particle density. Which can change the density of the particles. Free deviation, Let's see how this looks like now. A little bit messy. If I do that, if I clip it, a little bit messy. However, I'm gonna do a thingamabob. It's a little bit wibble-whack. I get it. It's wibble-whack, but that's okay. Labeled as but... yeah, we can't quite do that. We'll worry about the shoulder portion later, I think. Okay, so I'm gonna call this good. So we're actually going to take this and we're gonna click the button called... well, no, not that. No, we're gonna right-click and then click on Duplicate Subtool once you have the settings you want for your brush. And this works with any brushes. And then you can name it whatever you want. So I'm going to name this one Scales. And so now I have my own personal scales brush. Now, in order to make this go the way that I want things to, I am gonna have to add some other variations, other colors to it. It needs to go out a little bit. For my own sanity, it needs to go out a little bit. Okay. Even more brightness. And then we switch through these colors until I get a balance that I like. So as you can see here, this is what I'm going for the scales. Pretty solid. Now how I'm gonna do this is I'm gonna have this. I'm gonna call it broad base. Oh gosh, I right click. Please, Clip Studio. Don't hate me. I know this doesn't happen to everyone's Clip Studio, so don't take that as a thing against Clip Studio. Clip Studio is a brilliant program. It scares me sometimes, though. It gives me anxiety sometimes. I'm afraid of this program. Saved? Oh, it's saved. Okay. Now we're gonna duplicate this layer. And we're gonna take the one that we have labeled as base. And we're gonna slap it in here for the torso. Ready? Oh, I know what the problem is. Because I never did this. Ah, you see, so we still have a problem here. Because I didn't put it on top of the pig. Also, I'm thinking I need a little bit see-through so we can kind of see the line. Thinking a nice 75% will do. Let's just do that. And then it'll just be darker in the area where it is there. But not by much. I'll just one bra top. Up. One 175. I'll make this one 80, so it's just slightly more solidified. This is a specimen, yes, I'm intimidating. Mother knows best. Listen to your mother. It's a scary world out there. Mother knows best. One way or another. Hey, I don't even have to have the second layer. Poison ivy, quicksand, cannibals, and snakes. The plague. There's no reason why I like this song as much as I do. Mother's right here. Mother will protect you. Darling, here's what I suggest. Skip the drama. Stay with mama. Mother's best. Do I keep this layer or... I'm not gonna keep this layer because I'm not. I am too lazy to keep this layer, and I thought clicking the delete button would do something, but that's only Live 2D that does that, and whoops. Okay, delete layer. We don't need that one. Now, okay. Thank you for the raid. I hope your stream went well. You were streaming Mario Kart, right? Greetings, greetings. Mario Kart for... Okay, I was concerned for a second. I was like, does that mean 2 to 12? But yeah, I hope you're having a fun time. I'm doing a sort of kind of art tutorial of sorts. It mostly just consists of me rambling at my general audience. Glad to hear that. Anyways, for anyone who's not aware, hello Raiders. I am Ryu. I am an Ice Storm Dragon from the mystical world of Castatal, coming to you live through the magic mirror, and I'm glad to have you. Meet a little bro. Meet a little bro. Oh no. Are we frozen? No, I just can't scroll up anymore because I don't have enough layers. Whoops. Okay. Now, this is the character we're working on right here. I might do a little something with the legs later, because I don't know how I feel about the legs on this one. Mostly the lower part, the calves. But yeah, that'll be work. I demand a rematch in Mario Party. Oh, we can do that sometime. I'll just have to pick a good day. Unfortunately, I know coming up in August, I'm gonna be super busy. Lots of things to do before my trip. What color do I want these lines to be? These lines might be too intense of a color. Huh? Okay, good. That's what I was thinking. I don't know why it gave me some other random color. That was odd. You're going somewhere, right? Where's that again? I am going to Japan for 2 weeks. I'm very excited about it. Which means August is going to be basically 90% Duolingo and Japanese language learning streams. And I'm going to introduce something I'm going to call the Wheel of Punishment. I'm actually going to throw something up on my Discord in the near future asking for suggestions of things that I can actually feasibly do. Because if I'm not capable of doing it, then I can't take the suggestion. But if it's something I can do, I will. Alrighty, so before we worry about the midsection, we're just going to do this top part of the arms real quick. Call this upper arms. I'm gonna make it this dark color, but I don't know if we need it this dark, but it's fine. This is a nice little solid squared away start of an arm here. As you can see, sometimes we get a little bongled, sometimes we make mistakes, sometimes the lines aren't drawn thick enough in certain places. Okay. Upper arms. No, that's... Why did I not type the letter R? There we go. Upper arms. Couldn't type the letter R. Okay. No matter what, number one thing to take away from tutorial is no matter what craziness happens, you just gotta have fun with it. Gotta have fun with the craziness, with the madness, the insanity. As you're slowly losing yourself to the void, you just have to have fun with it, you know? Make this the base color. Ah! Thank you for joining the horde, Miss Witchy. Whew, that scared me. That done spooked me. It happens every once in a while when I'm in focus mode. I just get darn spooked. Spooketed. Okay, we're jupe in here. We're gonna jupe too far. We're gonna regret our decisions. We're gonna jupe it back a little bit. There we go. Bark. Ah! That was the wrong button. This is the right button. That's what we wanted. Alrighty. Let's do a little bit of blurring on both ends as usual. We do want to make sure it's got a little bit of... nothing too crazy though. Just the very top. We need to make sure everything connects perfectly and that nothing has any gaps. Now, something we're gonna do, we're gonna lock the layer here. Now we're gonna have to make sure everything blends perfectly, which means I forget what all my buttons are. And then I find out, and then I use a nice soft spray. Kind of do that to the arms. And then we're just gonna pick these up. But you see, it's a little problematic if you include that on that layer, because then that happens and it's like, oh shoot, that's not supposed to do that. But that's okay, I think. Okay, here's what we need to do a do that a little bit more. We're gonna make it arms folder. Arms. Now we're gonna do something crazy. Insane, even. One might think that I'm mad. We're gonna go back down to our scales brush that we made. As you can see, it's like, oh no. What is she doing? She's crazy. She's absolutely mad. Hold on. Absolutely insane. Okay. That just makes the freaking size bigger. That's not what I want. Yeah, no, I don't want the size of the particles to be bigger. 300 floating on it? Yeah, okay, so what particle size is that at? 30? Okay, so we need the particle size to remain 30, but the brush to be bigger. This may seem insane, but this is what we do. All for the sake of prettiness. we make big, 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 big. Big, big, big. Okay, now that we have that going. I promise this will make sense when I'm done. Looks chaotic right now, but I promise it'll make sense when I'm done. But I went and I picked a lighter color, of course, and we're using that lighter color to kind of give a little bit of a to it. And then we're going to pick an even lighter color. And then through the lighter color, we're going to go back. No, that's blue. Back to the darker color. And then back to the mid color. Back to the mid color. Thank you. And back to the really bright color again. Now this looks crazy, but I promise you, if I go in and then I do this, right? It's restricted. Now the downside is this doesn't exactly go onto the arms the way I want it to, right? Which means I need to make a separate sort of sleeve cap type thing to put on the shoulders to have this level that I want. I also do have to reduce the opacity somewhat so the lines can be seen. Or do I? Hold on. I'm not clicking the right thing. Okay. I don't, but I don't think the lines are the colors that I wish them to be. Ah! It's okay, I selected them. I still win. Now. It needs to be a little bit lighter, a little bit more orange. That looks solid to me. Oh, that looks much better. Yes, 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 yes. That's wonderful. I hope this is as educational for you as it is for me. But yes, the reason why I did this on the whole canvas to explain my thought process is as you move, it'll look like the scales are different as you move because you have the whole thing in the background that's just clipped to it as a layer. That's about the best I can explain that. Now. A bit darker than I wanted on the arm, so let's just lighten that up just a tad. There, that makes me happier as a person. Of course, I could always just choose to make the base color a different color. Like if I went in and I did this. That did almost nothing. Right. What if I set it to an opacity of 90? That's better already. Now, what I need to do is make a weird little sleeve cap for... I'm gonna call this layer Shoulder Scales Blend. We're gonna have to take our heavy. Oh, we have to reduce that a lot. Be careful, when you change your brush size, the particle size will change and you will have to edit that. So I just need to remember mentally, my particle size is 30. It's gonna be my sleeve cap thing where it comes in a little bit, yeah? Let me do a little bit of that. This one doesn't have to be as broad. Just a nice general thing. Alright. It'll do for our purposes. Now, most of this isn't even going to be visible. Most of it. Some of it might. But it's just to give you a general idea of, like, how everything's kind of, like, interconnected here. That's what you want to think about. Now, I'm going to do a nice little safety save here because I don't trust the system anymore. Shouldn't have trusted it in the first place. No. Is this the skin color? Oh! It is! Good to know. Oh no! Never draw on the same layer as the line art layer. That's not good. You can't get as good of a... Like, unless you're very practiced in doing one layer drawings, don't. Practice with a different project. This is not one of those projects that you use as practice. Too much. Okay, there we go. Everything interweaved here, so I can just... Perfect. Do our nice, light little... That even work? I think that works. Either way, we have like a spot here, and I kind of want to like... that, and then also that. I don't know, that might be a bit excessive. And this is why we blur, my friends. If you don't like something, blur it, go away. Okay, here we go. We're gonna take this and bring this down here and put it underneath the torso. We're gonna fix some things on the torso. that are a bit scrungly. Yeah. There we go. I've made a mistake. I didn't have to merge them yet. It was not yet their time. Okay, now let me just do the gentle blur. Take two on that bad boy. Turn that off so I can see. Did I have? I feel like I should have. I feel like I should have done a nice blur on that. Maybe also a little soft gray. Yeah, we don't want that to be too pronounced. Perfect! Do another safety save. Safety save in good intervals, everyone. Oop. Oh, my eyeball be going wild. Okay, now we gotta do the waist. Now what I do is I actually do a front and a back for the waist. I feel like it gives better, I don't know, depth for the character. That's not it, though. No. I made a mistake. I don't like it. That's rounder. Maybe that one will look nicer. There we go. I'm gonna go with that for now. Gotta draw in the belly button. Actually, you know what? No, we're not going to do the belly button on this layer. We're going to do the belly button on the front layer. The waist front. Again, you don't have to split the front and the back into different layers. This is just what I do. Yeah, bye. That'll do. To make that really, really faint. So I can see what the heck I'm doing. Erase that for a second. Whoops, that's the wrong thing. I thought I was clicking a button and I just wasn't clicking the button. That's alright. You're just gonna gently follow. As per usual, same step with all the other things where you just kind of like gently outline it and then use the paint fill tool because laziness for the win, am I right? I like to say I'm lazy, but I mostly just don't like extra work, so I try to be as efficient as possible. Boop, boop. Gentle little blur, gentle little blur. Perfect. Love to see it. We're gonna turn this up now. I'm gonna give everything a little outline. Okay. Fresh. By the way, if anybody does have any questions, I do take questions. Especially if it'll help someone. Work smarter, not harder. Yep, yep. We have an upper body folder. We now need to make a lower body folder. Safety safe. And some water, because we gotta keep hydrated. Another thing that helps your ability to actually draw. sleeping. I can confirm. Sleeping is very helpful. See, when you try to draw and you haven't slept, your brain can't really come up with ideas the same way it can when you've actually slept. Makes it really difficult to do things. I'm gonna do this in kind of a diamond shape. Yep, see how it comes up here? It's gonna be blended a lot more aggressively. Found that out the hard way? Yes, I also found that out the hard way. Sleep and creativity are almost directly linked to each other. Because, oh my goodness, you don't know how many times I was sitting around thinking I had art block, and it turns out I just needed to sleep. Like, for an actual 8 hours. At least 7. Will any of this ever be shown? Probably not. But you do it just because you can. Well, that won't do, will it? Gotta turn off that ruler. You will have to toggle the ruler on and off multiple times. But such is the way of life. You don't toggle that ruler, it's gonna get real bongled real fast. Look at this beautiful gal. She's coming together so nice. Don't forget to merge your line art and other layer. And also to keep in mind that if you don't want to merge the line art layer, you don't have to. In fact, sometimes that could actually help with the rigging. Ah. Ah. There we go. See, when you go in and you check here, you can see it's a little bit bongled on the midsection. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to go in and adjust that. Oh, and then find out that your ruler's not on and you have to turn it back on. When you've merged your line art and coloring layers, you need to be a little bit more gentle and not as heavy-handed on the blur tool, because you could end up accidentally blurring the lines. Okay, so what we need to do now is upper body, lower body, pick up. Oh, no, no, no. put that all into the Wyvern boulder. Safety save. The Wyvern folder is the folder, the general folder I made so I can make everything transparent all at once. Oh wow. Oh, transparent it go. Do you want to work on the arms a little bit more? I know I said before I was going to do a separate set of arms as a tutorial on just how to do arms and hands, but I think I'll only do that by request now. Because if no one requests it, I don't want to sidetrack myself by going off there to go do arms. Hands. Even though hands are very difficult. I'm fidgeting. I shouldn't be fidgeting. Now, one thing this tutorial series is going to be great at presenting is to do things at your own pace, because here I am, several months after having started this tutorial, and I'm still not done yet. Just do things at your own pace. If you rush yourself, it's either going to turn out not very good, or you're just going to be really stressed out for no reason. I need this color. Thank you. Now, as what we would do with a normal arm, we are indeed kind of chopping the arms into upper arm, lower arm. We already have the upper arm portion done, so this right here would be the lower arm portion. That I can't draw a straight line to save my life for. Oh shoot! Oh dang! Welcome in, Raiders! Hi! How is your stream today? I hope you're finding everything alright. I'm doing some art stuff. Let me show my progress. This is my current progress. I'm working on a wyvern. As you can see, we haven't done the hair yet. At all. That's actually one of the last things that I'll do before working on the clothes. So I'm gonna do the full body first and then work on the clothes. But yes, welcome in. Hello, Raiders. I am Ryu, Ice Storm Dragon from the mystical world of Castatal, and I do art and games and stuff. Nice to see ya. I've forgotten how to put my hand down. I've remembered. Do I recall how to do anything? Absolutely not. It's a little bit. We do have a problem here. And that problem is called connecting these two lines while also being able to maintain maximum scope of motion. The wings are very important to this character, considering the wings are her arms. I have to make sure I can maintain the widest range of motion that I possibly can. So what I'm actually going to do is a little bit unorthodox. We're going to make a circle. Which, as you can see, would directly interfere with this, so we are going to fidget a little bit. Gotta have that good fidget in. Now, as you can see, this one, not aligned. So we're just gonna get, whoa! We're just gonna get rid of that one for now. There's a solution to this later. Actually, there's a solution to this now. Scale up, scale down, rotate. Check the keep the original image box. Flip image. Okay. Well, boom, we have two. Gonna go grab dinner, but we'll be back after. I hope you have a wonderful dinner. I probably have, you know, I have no idea when I'm gonna eat dinner. My dad's theoretically making some dinner tonight. I don't know what it is. It's a mystery to me. But yes, we're gonna take this elbow and we're going to paint this elbow the base color that we've been working with. Takes a little bit of time because I'm outlining everything. I've never gotten the enclose and fill tool to work for me. Okay, so let's take this, go into the Wyvern folder. Need to find the, oh, okay, that's not what I wanted. Find the arms folder. We're not gonna see the lines until rigging because I just... brain not functioning worky do things. We're gonna have to make sure some of these flaps are actually behind the body as opposed to in front of the body. We'll have to make sure this works. Okay, let's do some fine tuning here. Might have to put the claw on a separate layer just so that it do be working. Oh, I have to remove the sketch layer. I ain't gonna be able to see. Hold on. I spy with my little eye a mistake. Aha. Fixed. You know, the other day, it has nothing to do with the actual art tutorial portion, it's just something I thought about. The other day, I ended up having to sit through and watch a live action movie for, like, Popeye. Like, Popeye the Sailor Man Popeye. It wasn't a good movie, but it had Robin Williams in it. I will say, if you're a fan of watching, like, B-list movies, maybe you'll get a kick out of it. It was definitely an odd film. There's a lot more line here than I thought there was. But I can't zoom out and do this because I don't think I'll be able to differentiate the colors. Of course, there is a way around this where you just use a very dark or very light color, depending on the color of your background, in order to differentiate the color, and then you just, like, lock the pixels and then paint bucket it. However, I did not do this, and I probably should have. I feel like I'm almost there. I only realized just now I haven't been doing any shading for this. But I think maybe the scales will take care of that for me, and I could just focus on shading only the actual leathery wings. Bonk. Move the layers. The over top. Actually, it has to be over top of the upper arms too. I think I'll do 80% opacity instead of 90. I feel like that looks softer. Quick little safety save. Okay. Now the next layer I'm just gonna call outer finger because that's basically what it is. It's like a finger. Darken that. We'll do some layer separation once we're done with these. Because a lot of layers are gonna have to be separated once we're done. Actually, let me show you that strat I was talking about. Okay, here's the strat. Let's color in black or something. See how much more vivid that is? How much easier it is to see what you're doing? Now, you know the color's not going to be black, but coloring in black makes it so much easier to differentiate where is the color and where is the line. Gonna work to color this in real quick. Oh no. Why does it say connecting to chat? Oh, goodness, there we go. That was weird. Second, I thought I'd lost connection, knock on wood. Oh, see? It's also good because you can see when you color outside the lines. Because this is one of those circumstances when you don't want to color outside the lines. Oh my god, there's way more line than I thought. Please line and oh, we're almost there. Okay. Now, as you can see, I'm done coloring with this really dark color. All you have to do, first of all, let me check over and make sure there's no spots. Cool. All you gotta do is you gotta lock the little transparent pixels, select the whole canvas, And then paint bucket it. And now it's officially the color that you wanted it to be initially, but it would have been so much more of an eye strain if you had done it that way, which I had been doing it that way. Wasn't clever, which is why I'm showing you this way instead, so that you don't have to strain your eyes as much as I do. I wear glasses for a reason. Now. Next step. We have the little flaps on the wings. You can see the little flap. So we're gonna have to do the little flaps. I might make it a combination of scaly and leathery because I'm not sure. Actually, no, the inside of the wings is always more leathery and then scaly, I think. I call this one Flap 1. And then this next one will be Flap 2. Flap. I put no in there. It's flope. Anyways, flap 3. And then lastly, flap 4. Oh my goodness. Thank you, Mushhog, for joining the horde. Welcome, welcome. Glad to have you. I do, on occasion, get jump scared by my own notification sounds. I think that's a good enough place to end it, so we're just gonna do that because we're gonna end it. This is more for us than anything, because technically the way it would continue is it would continue down to the tail and then connect into the tail, but that part's not gonna be exposed, so we kind of just want to end it at a good part where, like, the back part of the wings won't be seen, but we know where it ends. We also have claw. Oh no, don't even worry about it. It happens all the time. Nice to meet you too. I don't know what color to do for the line art for this one. I think the claws are probably gonna be a whitish color, so maybe like a darker purpley bluish. Ooh, that might be too blue. Maybe that. Gonna have that out. Choosing line art colors is difficult, which is why 9 times out of 10 I just don't. I know some people say that you can't make the line art just be all black lines, but I see plenty of people do that anyways, so I say if you don't want to pick a color for your lines, you don't have to. I may have to readjust that color later, but for now it's okay. We're actually gonna focus on the cloth first so we can go ahead and knock that bad boy out. We're gonna do the strat again where we use black to color it and then afterwards we color it the color we actually want it to be. This music is just making me remember. This music is just making me remember that I have to go in and do the Genshin event before it's gone because I want that Kaya skin. There we go. Very good. Now we're just going to make it the color we actually want it to be. Paint. There. I feel like the lines are too soft of a color. Much too soft of a color. There, that's a little better. Okay. A little bit of painting. Maybe a little bit of more depth to the painting. Probably gonna lighten it later. AKA now. However, I just realized I am a fool. And the blurring doesn't transfer over to the other side. Yeah, I think that'll do. Merge those layers together. And drag. Perfect. Looks beautiful. Now that I think about it, let's start with flap 4. Flap 4 is a good place to start. Reduce the opacity of flap 3 so I can see what I'm doing. Ah. I'm doing the thing I said I wasn't gonna do anymore. Ah. We're okay. We're okay. Wait, that's okay. Program froze. All you have to do is not touch it. Don't touch it. Okay, we're safe. We wish to avoid eye strain, so we're gonna do black now. Okay. Oh, I did the wrong thing again. That's okay, easy fix. That's what the undo button's for. And you can see here, sometimes it needs a little bit of touching up, so you always want to zoom in to check. Or else you're going to end up with weird spots. Good. I actually need to go grab... Panic! It froze again. Okay. Actually gonna make a wings folder because the arm parts are gonna be separate from the wing parts. Now, as you can see, we could do a little bit of shading. Well, that's not it. I can tell you right now, that's not it. Oh, no. Go back from whence you came, please. Thank you. Well, that's not doing anything for me. Okay. That's not the right one. Interesting texture you got there. Again, I went too far. Not quite what I'm aiming for here. I think I'm gonna have to... Where's my... I do have to make the rest of this kind of like in step here. Or else it won't make any sense, you know? Alright, flap numero uno is indeed done. We're gonna have to work on Trace. Okay. Flap number 3. Quick little safety save though. Paranoia. It's a blessing and a curse. I think it already saved, which is kind of absurdly fast and slightly concerning, but... Oh, I was about to do the eye straining thing again, but that's alright. We figured our life out. As you can see, doing things one step at a time will eventually lead you to victory. Victory in this case being a fully drawn and rigged Vtuber model. Darn it. The method to the madness here, I swear. I had to erase that. Whoop. More check. Okay, yeah, that's good. Do you be freezy again? Because that's not ideal. Okay, it fixed itself. One's for flap 2. We are going to do a quick little safety save. Okay. Perfect. I don't know how I feel about these. I don't... Like if I just reduce the severity of that there, it'll probably look better. Lots of eyeballing. When you're doing stuff like this, you really need to just take a good look at it and decide on your own what looks better, what looks terrible. We're almost done with our wings. Don't necessarily like that a lot, but it is what it is. It's already done. Can't really fiddle with it too much. Safety save. I don't need to say that every time I do it, but I feel the need to. I'm just like, well, better safe than sorry, safe to save. I can't wait until we get into some of the more fun parts of this tutorial, which is going to be the rigging portions. I say fun because I mean fun for me. Might hurt some people's brains, but rigging can be really fun when you put your mind to it. And don't forget, I do have the other 2 tutorial streams highlighted. This one will be highlighted as well. But I do have the other 2 highlighted in their own collection, so they're easy to find. Eventually, I will upload them to YouTube, but I have to actually get my video editing software working again. Kind of busted on me. What am I doing? This will make it so much easier for me. Ah! I love how I said it'll make it easier and then I immediately messed up. In doubt, flip it to canvas. Perfect. Let's flip back. Okay, we're good. Now. Taking a second to save. Okay. Well, no, well, okay, it didn't save. Here we go. Save, please. There we go. As you can see, things are coming along. We're almost done with the body. We just have the legs and the feet and the tail, and then we'll be done with the body and we can move on to clothes. Now, unfortunately, it is getting about that time, so I'm just gonna go into the separation of the layers and then probably call it day. As you can see here, you have a bunch of layers that you're just gonna have to... Actually, let me... I'm giving it a second to figure its life out. Okay. Can't fully see. Darn, I thought maybe you could see if I did that. Never mind. Okay. So you do have a bunch of layers that you do have to separate. So you're going to select this side. And then you're going to click cut and paste. No, not cut and paste. That's my bad. I'm a fool. Okay, undo. You do copy paste. Oh my goodness. Copy paste with all of them selected. So you're gonna have all these copies, and then you can name the copies whatever it was before, but this time with an L, because this is going to be the left side of your model. And then everything else you name with an R, so you know it's the right side. Alrighty, we are not done yet because we still have the other parts of the wings to do. AKA the arms. Do another copy paste there. Same thing, you're going to be naming them with whatever side they're on. So if it says copy, you're going to want to put an L on it because we did select the left side. If you do the other side, of course, you're going to want to label it differently. Takes a lot of time to rename all the layers, but that's okay. It's worth it. Time-consuming, but worthwhile process. So like now, we have this is separate from the other one. Alrighty. Another save there. Finish the wings. Very, very happy about that. Rigging those wings is gonna be really fun. Gonna, of course, take us a while to get to that part, but when we do, it'll be very fun. For me, at least. On that note, I'm thinking it's about time I call it a day. Had a lot of kerfuffles during this stream. Not a real stream without scuff now, is it? So I'm gonna find a lovely person for us to raid. Maybe an artist. Trying to figure out who would be the best one to raid. Because there are so many lovely people out there. I'm trying to channel my inner Bob Ross here and just be really zen. I do rage, but I don't wish to do so. What is this? I'm curious. I found something and I don't know what it is, so I'm clicking on it. Since when are teams a thing? What is this? I don't know. Like a little thing I clicked on, it said A team, and then it sent me somewhere, and then it's like a bunch of different streamers, like all together in like the same channel. I don't know. Never heard of that before. It's interesting. I'd love to figure out how to do that. That'd be cool if I could just have a link to a collection of streamers, and like whenever they go live, it's like listed. That would be really cool. But I digress. We're gonna raid a lovely person, and again, I'm doing all caps locks, even though I'm positive it doesn't matter. Yes. Okay. I've raided this person a couple of times. This is where I found the link thing that I didn't understand, but this is where I found this person a couple of times, and they have really lovely art. Right now, it looks like they're just showcasing their computer setup, like their table, their workspace. I don't know why, but you know, they're still a lovely artist. So we're gonna raid them. Let me just whoop on over here. So, despite my kerfuffles, I appreciate you all coming out. I will probably be highlighting this stream, obviously removing the portion where I lost my 30 minutes of progress, because that just seems a terrible waste. So, I will see you all next time. I will be doing a game stream. I'm thinking about starting Nier because I bought Nier Automata and I've always wanted to play it. Either that or I'm going to do the summer event on Genshin first, because I'm not sure what my timeline's like for that, and I haven't streamed Genshin in a while either. But yes, I'll figure it out. Anyways, I will see you lovely folks next time. I bid you adieu. Let me pop in my Discord. Whoa, bop. Shoot. Anyways, bye.